my last video, I gave examples of what is not a meaningful experience that results in spiritual value. I also explained that meaningful experiences of spiritual value almost always involve relationships. If you recall from the last video, I also stated that meaningful value also comes from experiences that involve the concepts of truth, beauty, or goodness. In this part, I present an example of a meaningful spiritual value experience involving the concept of beauty. As humans having a physical life, we can all identify with the idea of beauty when it comes to our physical senses such as sight and sound. We understand the idea of beautiful natural sights like sunsets, flowers, vistas, and stars at night. We understand the idea of beautiful music, or even natural sounds like an ocean, or nature's other creatures singing their songs of life. We understand the beauty of an artist's creations. These are all examples of beauty we sense with our physical body. While such experiences have the potential for creating some spiritual value by our appreciation for the beauty of nature and our relationship to such beauty, the real experience of beauty as it relates to spiritual value requires another personality be involved in the experience. Here is one example. One day I was sitting on a park bench watching people walk by. In the distance I observed an older couple holding hands as they strolled closer towards me. I continued to observe as they moved closer to me and nodded with a smile as they passed. The man tipped his hat in greeting, as she too nodded in acknowledgement of my silent greeting. In that moment, I realized I knew these two, not personally, but from their well-publicized past experiences. They had been in my youth a rather well-known world-class dance team. Their story was one of world attention as they had both grown up in a small village in Europe. Their respective families were poor but proud. They knew what it was like to live with dirt floors and outside plumbing. They had little opportunity in their part of the world, but they knew they loved to dance, and music was available in a nearby tourist hotel. For years, they practiced with the assistance of hotel staff and others who would help them go to various area competitions and eventually, in their late teens, a shot at world competition. To summarize a long story, I'll make this shorter. They became world champions. Their lives changed forever. Travel, money, fame were now part of their experiential lives. Their companionship was well known. They were always seen as not only dance partners, but lovers as well. As their lives progressed in the world of dance and later in theater, even a movie or two, their lives were always scrutinized by the public. Experiences included turmoil when it was discovered that they enjoyed the company of others in their private lives, other lovers. They never married, but they were the closest of friends and committed lovers. They had rich spiritual lives which they shared with everyone. They helped many charities and taught disadvantaged children to dance everywhere they went. As they grew older, they coached younger dancers to compete and gave talks all over the world about how anyone can achieve if they persevere and have trust in their partner. Even though they found disfavor with many of society's controlling priesthoods, these two individuals lived a life that contained all of the beauty of relationships they could create, while giving the world the beauty of their relationship through the art of dance. The symbolism was not lost on those who could see that their dance was a celebration of life and trust in each other. As I watched them walk down that path in the park, hand in hand, I was struck with the beauty that this simple moment of walking with each other in the park represented. Walking together still had the beautiful quality of their dance, even if it was simply being together in their latter days. When you take the time to observe others in your path, keep in mind this story. You have no idea what great experiences someone might have had in their life path. If you only took a little time to spend with them, learning from them, what beautiful wisdom you could receive by understanding the young spirits within. This example of meaningful spiritual value has many elements for understanding what is important. Concepts of trust, commitment, service, love, acceptance, honesty, integrity, and much more, all presented through the beauty of experiences shared together. In my next video, part 3 of the concept of spiritual value, I will show you an example regarding the concept of truth. This is Llama Karuna Seva, and I wish you peace and more joy in life.